I think Steve Walt's a great man. I mean, I think that he's a very brave person and that he's paid a big price for sticking his neck out. And what interests me about Steve Walt is that here's a guy who's exactly my age, who is far more successful than I am in conventional I mean, he was a former dean at Harvard, and he has and he lives in Brookline, and he operates, as I do, in a very Jewish world, and is very comfortable in that Jewish world. And here he has taken on the sort of this principal institution of Jewish life, which is the Israel lobby. He's taken it on directly and has, I'm sure, suffered a lot in his world for having done so. So I admire that. I mean, I'm a little bit of an intellectual radical at times myself. I don't think he is by temperament. His co-author, John Mearsheimer, I believe, is an intellectual radical. But I sort of admire Walt for being for sticking by his guns. I think that I'm a Jew, and so I have, and I'm on the left, and I've always had a certain, I never really studied this question. I avoided the question because I just knew I would be on the Palestinian side, and that there's just I'd be swimming upstream in my social circles. And then after 9/11, I had no choice, I felt, but to start looking at this stuff. And so I think that I've always looked to other Jews as models of how to talk about these things. And of course, Noam Chomsky on the left is just a great man. I mean, he's just a heroic figure. And he has he's just a genius in his field, and he's now, just been, he's a world figure. It's just amazing. This guy has educated the world, and and he's given a lot of younger Jews like myself permission to look at this issue in new ways. And he's never emotional. I mean, he doesn't get angry. He's a very logical, cerebral person. It's just a great thing to have around.